to the wheels portion of this video. I want to give you guys an update on the race bike because last time you seen it, it was pretty tore down. There was no motor in it. Definitely had a ways to go to get to being rideable. So I have the motor and everything back together now and in. I filmed everything, even down to the torque specs, every single step and the order you're supposed to tighten all the bolts. And I had an SD card issue, so unfortunately I lost all that footage. So I apologize for that. It's kind of a disappointment. I'm disappointed with losing the footage from that. I was this close to tearing the motor back out and then refilming it all just so you guys can see it, but season is quickly approaching, so we're kind of running out of time here. So unfortunately I will not have a video of putting the bike back together, putting motor in, everything that goes into that until this fall when the motor comes back out and goes back in again after it gets serviced. With that being said though, let's get to putting these new wheels on. I'm pretty excited for it. Can't wait to see what they look like. In today's video we're going to be putting new rims and a new set of tires on the race bike here, Topanga. So I'm going to go get the box, get them opened up, see what they look like. I haven't seen them yet, so I'm pretty excited for that. It's going to be the first set of aftermarket rims I've ever had for a bike, so pretty excited to see how they'll look. So we got rim strips, we got the rims right here. Here we go. I didn't get to see them. We got some stickers. Oh yeah, these are gonna look sick. So we got a Han hub with a DID STX rim. Got silver spokes, blue nipples. Should have the same setup for the rear. That is good. That is good. Pretty dang snazzy. We got a little thing here. Sprocket bolts must be checked. Make sure you tighten the spokes after 6 hours, then on a regular basis. Pretty basic stuff. I've had a couple of brand new bikes, so that's not new to me. New wheels isn't the only part of this video. We also have a new tool. Made a deal with myself that if I learn to change my own tires instead of paying someone to do it, then the money I saved after I did X amount of tires, I would buy myself a tire changing stand. So this guy showed up at the perfect time. Spacer kit, front for Han wheels, hub, long spacer, disc side. this bad boy. Stand on it. Oh, that's nice. So we got both tires mounted successfully. I pinched the tube on the front first time, so I peeled apart the old front so I could steal the tube out of it for the weekend. Probably 6 spots where it was pinched in there. I don't know what happened. But the second tube went in flawlessly. I don't know if it was really just because I didn't baby powder the tube. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Guess I just didn't get lucky this time. We gotta finish swapping a sprocket and a brake rotor on this, get them on the bike. And then we'll take some glam shots of the bike. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of exhausting. So before we mount these, they look nice. Shout out to Dubya, one of my new sponsors. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. Rims are crazy expensive, so I definitely won't be able to afford them without those guys helping me out. So huge thanks to them. So something I'm curious about, I want to know how much each wheel setup weighs. So I'm just going to weigh the front and rear tires as they are right now, and then I'm going to weigh the stock setup, same deal with tires mounted, rotors, sprocket on, and just kind of compare the numbers and see. Front, 18 pounds. And the rear, 24 pounds. Alright, so we're going to get these mounted up now that I know what they weigh. I chose a heavier setup. I'm not exactly sure if the stock ones will be lighter or heavier. I haven't weighed them yet. But I chose a heavier duty setup. This is basically the strongest combination you can buy from Dubya. And I went that route because I was having a lot of issues with getting flat spots with most of my stock rims. I mean, every single stock wheel setup I had gotten a flat spot at some point. So we went with a heavy duty setup, hopefully have no issues and maybe give a little different feel on the track. We'll see. It's been a couple of days because we had to get some tubes. I didn't have any on hand, so now I have a couple spares. The only difference is between this and the other weights is going to be this rear has a sand tire on it. It's the same width and everything and height, but it is a different tread pattern. Same manufacturer. And there's no brake rotor on it because I don't have spare brake rotors. I probably will just swap a rotor if I have to swap a tire, but we're gonna see how close they are anyways. This one's right at 22 pounds without the brake rotor on there. Here's the front. This is a MX-33, the new one is a MX-34. I'm not sure if they're any different in weight, and we have no brake rotor on it. But the new front weighed 18 pounds. We'll see how much this one weighs. 17 pounds. So about a pound heavier on the front without the brake rotor, and 2 pounds heavier on the rear without the brake rotor and a different tire. Alright, so I'm not sure if the weight difference is really truly coming down to the rims. It could just be that the brake rotors weigh that much, and then the tires, you know, there's going to be a little difference in tire there. I'm not sure if this tire weighs more or not. I didn't weigh them before I mounted them, so just kind of a rough estimate. We're showing about, you know, a pound heavier with the race wheels. Alright, you guys, just got back from riding the bike for the first time with the new wheels and washing it up. Just wanted to show the little care package that W sent along. We got these can coasters, some sunscreen. That'll be good for Emma. She definitely burns easy. A couple of things of lip balm, hot cold pack, some wristbands, and of course we got the t-shirt, little sticker sheet for the nephew. So again, super big shout out to W for hooking it up with the wheels. The bike definitely needed them. It was kind of the final piece to finish off the bike build, any bike build really. Gotta have some sweet looking rims, and this thing looks amazing now with them on there. So yeah, that'll do it.